welcome back. Today we had a wonderful date night or date day at Louisiana Bistreaux Seafood Kitchen, Buckhead, located at 3312 Piedmont Road, Northeast Atlanta, Georgia. It is a little tricky because it's not actually on Piedmont. It's off on a side street, so you have to be looking out for the sign. They do have valet parking in front though, which is very convenient. When you first walk in, you notice that the ambiance looks like you are literally in New Orleans. They did a very good job at replicating that. I do have a complaint that the carpet did not look clean. It looked like it needed to be swept, but they had a health department score of 100, so I guess that might have made it a tiny bit better. When you're first seated, you were brought out your menus. You get a few of them. You get the standard entrees from the grill, appetizers, desserts, typical menus. It's not overwhelming. There isn't too much to look at. It's a nice size menu. I started with the bistro oysters for my appetizers, which they're basically char-grilled oysters that you'd get from anywhere else that has a Cajun menu. Theirs were a little different. There was a Parmesan cream sauce on top, and then they char-grill on top of that. I've never had it that way. It was a little more creamy than I've ever had it, but it was very, very good. Chuck had the seafood sausage gumbo, which was okay, but I've honestly had better gumbo. For his entree, he had the bistro salmon, which is a blackened salmon that they top with a crawfish hollandaise sauce, and it's served on a bed of rice with green beans. It was pretty tasty. I had the Angus blackened ribeye, and that is topped with a butter sauce, crawfish, and crab meat. I did not care for the amount of the butter sauce that they put on there. That was a little much. It was almost like you needed to pour some of it off your plate. And the ribeye was not trimmed well, in my opinion. There was a lot of excess fat. I'm not a big dessert person, but Chuck had the Grand Marnier chocolate cake. He thought it was pretty good, but he didn't realize that it had the raspberry sauce on the bottom, and he didn't care for that a lot. Like I said before, the atmosphere is really casual, really New Orleans. They have the mask and the pictures of artists playing instruments and all of that, like you would normally see in New Orleans. Overall, it was a good experience. If I had to rate them, I would give it a 7 out of 10, and I'd go back. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.